suffering from wasting. So where they don't have proper immune system and proper bones and good health. So this is all because of the micronutritional deficiencies, especially vitamin A deficiency and iodine-based deficiency, and like it affects many people in the world across the countries. So, and India is not an exception for it, where in India also undernourishment and malnutrition is a major challenge. And among the population, it has seen that from the report of 2015 to 2023, around like 2.6% people are, the graph, if you see, no, the percentage has been increased. Means like the suffering with respect to undernourishment in certain age group of up to 5 to 12 has been increased. And when it comes to global hunger index of 2023, so India ranks with out of 125 countries. So it shows that even India, though we have a lot of population and all, we have abundant nutritional profile based millets and all. Like India is the topmost country which is cultivating millets and all. So, but still somewhere we have missed
the link, and this is the proof where India is now in the German Global Urban Hunger Index of value of 111. So, next slide, madam. Yeah. So India's nutritional trends align with hunger index findings. Like according to the hunger index findings, so as I said, like globally, 149 million people are having stunted growth and they don't have proper growth, and wasting is seen, and they are deficient with many micronutrients and vitamin A and iodine based deficiencies and vitamin based deficiencies they are into, and even India is not an exception for that. And with respect to this particular connection, the percentage of nutritional status of men and women, if you see this particular graph or table, like nutritional profile or nutritional status of women is declining, where the total number of undernourished individuals increased by 24% from 2017 to 2021. So, where from 17.63 crores to 22.43 crores, this has become this has become like burden again. So, where we are not able to give the good quality food and good nutritional and balanced diet to the children. So, according to the World Bank report and CNS info where the picture, the graph shows that on an average, like over the period of last 5 years, the graph has been like it's increasing. The undernourishment with respect to certain age group is increasing. So to address this or to mitigate this, we need to give the balanced diet, where severe malnutrition has become the major challenge, where around like 125 children less than 6 years of age group is suffering with this, and 33,000 malnourished children in Madhya Pradesh in the age group of 0 to 5 so is suffering, even around like 60% of the state total child population is decreasing, and additional measures also required, like they are not having the proper income to buy these nutritional diets and all. So which becomes a major burden and major challenge to address these particular malnutrition aspects. So to address these malnutrition aspects globally as well as even in India, so our focus should be on millets again. So on a quick note, like what are millets? Means millets are small seeded grains. So that can be used either for consumption purpose for both humans as well as for ruminants, and it is can be used as food and fodder for both. So in quick note, like major millets are three types: jowar, bajra, and ragi. So where occupying 95% of the millet area, and minor millets contributes another 5%. So that includes kodo, foxtail, little millet, barnyard, proso, and brown top millet and foxtail millet. And in recent times, so these are millets are also known as nutri cereals. And last year it was renamed as Sri Anna. So you can change the slides, madam. Yeah, next slide, madam. Next slide. Yeah, one more slide. Yeah, so this is the millets, major and minor, and followed by area production and yield aspects of millets in most of the countries, like around 89.17 million metric tons of millets can be seen globally. Out of which 74 million hectares are under cultivation in all the countries, and 90% of the millet production is contributed by pulse millet and sorghum. So that is jowar and bajra, and around 20% of the global millet production is contributed by India, and India is the largest producer and fifth largest exporter of millets. That includes like around 2.79 compound annual growth rate. So like India is the largest producer as it involves in consuming of millets with maximum diversity in terms of types of millet crops grown and utilized for various purposes. That includes value addition as well as raw grains. So like followed by India, Niger and Sudan, Nigeria, Mali, Chad and Ethiopia and other American and European countries. So this forms the list where out of the 74 million hectares, the production is around 89.17 million tons, metric tons, and around yield is like 2.2 tons per hectare. So the graph shows that like India is the top runner among all the players existing in the world. So next slide, madam. Yeah, when it comes to Indian scenario, in India, particularly Rajasthan, Maharashtra, and Karnataka, even UP and Tamil Nadu belt is the major contribution for. These are the major contributors for millets, and even Odisha also. And when it comes to Odisha, only two particular grains, little millet and ragi millet, is extensively grown by these millets. And apart from these 12 millet missions, 12 state millet missions promoting across this Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, and even Assam. So this forms base for the millets promotion as well as millet inclusion in the regular diets. So either through ICDS, that is nothing but through Anganwadis as well as even fair price shops. So this is the scenario. Like in India, these are the top five countries that cultivates millets exclusively, and Rajasthan and Maharashtra and Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and like Odisha and UP. So when it comes to the scenario, like 25 million tons of millets have been cultivated and 4,000. These are ancient grains. Like 4,000 years back, these millets are cultivated, and currently the millet market, when it comes to consumption purpose, has declined. But during the period of 2018 to 2023, like National Year of celebrating the National Year of Millets to the International Year of Millets, so the phase is again moving in a positive trend where the millet market value is estimated like it will be increasing to 2.85 million tons. So by the next year, 2025. So next slide. Yeah. So how we can revive millets demand in India? So like as I mentioned earlier, like millets are the superfoods that is good, that are rich in vitamins, that are rich in all micronutrients as well as vitamins, and good for the diabetics and all other things. Like it gives the balanced diet. So like now millets have become the rich man's food, or like we are not eating the millets in a regular basis. So because our shift has moved to the other commercial crops after the green revolution, and again there is a clear need now with respect to present existing scenario where we want to revive millets in India. So in this connection, ICAR-IIMR, it is the only institute that works exclusively on millets, where it defines it defines the issues as well as it sorts the issues. Like on a quick access, like if you take the issues, the major challenge that millet ecosystem is facing is like lack of availability of quality seed, and second one is like no primary processing facilities to farmer, and third one is like no proper market or no proper price, like no MSP for small millets, and that is one thing. And fourth important is technology dissemination as well as technical advisory is not available to the farmers. And the final thing is like value addition and its training related things. So with respect to these all five issues, the IMR, it is doing exclusive and extensive research where it is giving quality and high quality seeds to the farmers, and this seed is available at Indian Institute of Millet Research, and where R&D has been made, and the certified and as well as truthful label seed, it is maintaining the germplasm through germplasms and all. It is doing the research, and where it is promoting and giving the quality seeds. The second aspect, like through collaborations with like engineerings like Navita Engineering, Perfura, Dan Foundation, So where millet-based technologies have been given services to the farmers, that is one aspect. And third aspect, like entrepreneurial intent, can be given at IMR Incubation Center, NutriHub, and the trainings and capacity buildings will be given to the through farmers, farmer producer organizations, to the students, or to the rural unemployed youth, or to the line departments, or the rural women, or the households women. So this can be given either in the case of 2 days training program or 1 day training program through personal request, or through startup ignition program and cooking with millets program at NutriHub, and other training programs will be organized by the extension wing of the ICAR-IIMR. So in order to address these particular things like knowledge dissemination, technology dissemination, and capacity buildings will be given to the all the stakeholders. And in a similar way, the entrepreneurial aspects will be touched up, where the funding will be given under RKVR after Entrain program and NEST program. So up to 5 lakh rupees and 25 lakh rupees. So based on the uniqueness of the idea and based on the scrutinization of the idea with the panel members, like this will be processed. And the value-added technologies available at ICAR-IIMR and developed by the ICAR-IIMR will be commercialized by taking the by exchanging the incubation services and MOUs and all. So this is the holistic way where one can revive the millets, and where IMR is directly involved in strengthening and building the millet value chain. So millet supply chain was disjointed and unorganized. So this is the one key issue. And IMR led a consortium invented in the millet value chain and developed a consortium of stakeholders for different sectors, and it established the major crops and defining and strengthening by establishing the primary strengthening the value chain. And the model has been replicated through its FPOs, as well as to the startups, as well as to the incubators also. Like 3,000 farmers were technologically backstopped by the end product, especially cultivars. And IMR has distributed free seed to the farmers, and it has given the and it has commercialized the technologies, and it gives the intervention and incubation services to the startups and FPOs, and even the SHG women also, who are interested to go and start their own business in millet value chain or millet value addition aspects. So that kind of intervention has been given. So in these aspects, like promotion and popularization related strategies like road shows, walkathons, hackathons, cyclethons, and awareness campaigns have been conducted, and entrepreneurship developmental program has been taken care. So like all these aspects, like holistically, the touching the aspects from the farmer perspective to the from the consumer perspective, in between the strengthening aspects. So the IMR is working extensively to make and to strengthen the aspects of the supply chain of millets. And so on a quick note, like if you see what are the valued technologies that IMR developed to address the malnutrition includes like diversified processing techniques. It includes both primary processing and secondary processing. In the first session, we have seen that cleaning, destoning, grading, dehulling, and kind of polishing with respect to some major millets and some minor millets with respect to kodo. And that is the primary processing which is required. And when it comes to the secondary processing, so this gives the additional value and additional improvement in the living standards, and gives the better entrepreneurial ideas, as well as looking up of hotels, looking up of the business perspective, and that gives the entrepreneurial intent again. So this includes the secondary processing like milling, extrusion, flaking, expansion technology like baking technologies, and advanced technologies. Like in these holistic 7-8 aspects, IMR has developed 66 commercialized technologies that includes cold extrusion, milling, hot extrusion, puffing, like flakings, beverages, instant mixes, ready to eat, ready to cook, express foods, and nano starch and plant-based proteins. So like all these things are the work has been conducted by ICAR-IIMR, which is available at the institute level for the commercialization purpose. And the processing of includes cleaning, which is the process of removing of dirt, chaff, and other foreign or inert materials. So after harvesting, and destoning, it includes the removal of stones and rocks and other sedimentary particles or kind of raw materials from the grades. And grading, so this includes the classification or like separation of good and quality seeds. And dehulling, that includes the topmost the removal of topmost layers. So that is which is not digested by which is not digested. So that in order to make it for the consumption purpose, the removal of outermost husk is very important. And polishing in the process of removing outer barn of the deheld grain. So where the major and some minor millets, so they need this kind of thing. So where includes milling, extrusion, flaking, and puffing includes the secondary processing like coarse semolina, fine semolina, flours. So that can be done in milling or through pulverizer, and extrusion. It includes the cold extrusion, pasta, vermicelli, noodles, analog rice, like which is the recent current research that is going on at IIMR, and hot extrusion, snacks and flakes. And even flaking includes flakes as well as bajra flakes, ragi flakes, sorghum, and barnyard and brown top flakes. And puffs includes sorghum puffs, bajra puffs, ragi, kodo, and foxtail. So like all these things are available. So instead of going to the maize or makkah, so we can go with other alternatives that are there in millets. So the puffing guns and all gives the better market, and it gives the better nutritional as well as better income to the farmers. And express foods includes vegetable mixed vegetable palav and chicken based biryani mix and bismillah bath, so which is a traditional recipes with respect to certain states. So that includes the express foods, and analogs includes alternative milk, millet based alternative milk and analog rice, cheese analog, yogurt analog, and meat analog. So like, and when it comes to baking, this includes like cookies, biscuits, nachos, bread, muffins, and even the base of the pizzas, and all those things. And the ready to cook items include like upma mix, khichdi mix, idli mix, pongal mix, kheer mix, soups, like all things are available. Yeah. Next slide, madam. Next slide, madam. You can. So I think slides are not moving. And diversified processing units. Next slide, madam. Yeah, next slide, madam. So next slide. Yeah, so this is the primary processing setup available at IAMR, like for primary processing unit. Automated primary processing line is there, where centralized and decentralized machine for small scale, medium scale, as well as large scale is also available. And flour and semolina line is also available. This shows the pictures there. And secondary processing units include like baking lines, hot extruder, cold extruder, noodles machine, puffing machine, so NutriBar machines, Murku machine, packaging machine, and the common service center that are available at IMR. Like all these things, like holistic setup can be seen. So if you want to look into and get the live exposure of this particular machines available at IMR, so you can register yourself for the startup ignition program and cooking with millets program. So that is available at the website of NutriHub. So where you can log in and you can pay that minimal amount and you can get registered. So for the training purpose, and concerned team will get in touch with you for this particular training dates and all. So the next slide, man. Secondary is processing. So this includes like flour, fine semolina, medium semolina, and coarse semolina according to the availability and according to the needs of the customer. Like one segment of customer needs this fine semolina, and some needs like medium semolina, like based on sujis and all, like accordingly, so these particular things will be this will be touching up. So again, the extrusion, cold extrusion, hot extrusion, this include pasta, hot extruded flakes, vermicelli, hot extruded snacks, and like accordingly, like deheld grain, this can be milled and followed by sieving can be done, and then that has to be weighed, and accordingly the proper mixing can be done. So then it can be sent to the extrusion, followed by drying, and followed by cooling and packing. So these standards and dies according to the sizes and all can be changed according to the needs as well as according to the orders. And hot extrusion, this includes deheld grain again. So milling should be done, followed by sieving, weighing, mixing, and extrusion, followed by drying. But the difference between cold and hot extrusion includes is like after drying, flavor coating is required. This particular coating gives the appearance to the consumers. And finally, cooling and packing. Next. Yeah, so the puffing. So puffing is also one important aspect one can touch up, where from the deheld grain, the conditioning can be done. So then puffing can be done. Then screening followed by roasting, flavor coating. This includes any kind of masalas kind of mix, a chart kind of thing based on the priorities. Some can go for the pepper and some can go for the local based turmeric powder, and some mix of groundnut and other tours related things, and cooling and packing can be done. So like millet puffing or ready to eat snacks, so that is developed by using puffgun machine. So this is rich in protein, serves as in-flight snack as well as generic evening snack. So instead of going for the maize based puffs or popcorn, so this alternative is like sorghum and bajra, or even the barnyard related things. Next slide, madam. Again, the baking includes the cooling methods or drying methods by using ovens, where raw materials can be done into finished products like breads, bases, cakes, cookies, pastries, and many more. And millet cookies and millet muffins. This includes multi-millet, sorghum-based millet, bajra-based muffin, and like holistically, instead of having the individual like mix of millets, the small and major millets, that gives the better nutritional value without the without altering the value. And again, instead of going for the sugar directly, so we can go for the natural available syrups as well as jaggeries, so which is very useful for the diabetic and cardiac patients also to consume. So select a recipe and ingredients followed by mixed dry, and where it includes flour, baking powder, sugar, and salt can be mixed. So sugar, you can go for either for the sugar or either for the jaggery powder or for the sugar-based syrup. So mixed, then it has to be mixed. Then a kind, if egg is required, egg, milk, or oil and butter, any other supplements. So that is required for making the fine texture. So that can be mixed, followed by combine dry and whey ingredients to form duff. A kind of duff or batter can be prepared by means of this. And next, we need to like proofing proofing by adding the yeast, and then it has to be heated in the oven and prepare baking pan by using grease as well as line with parchment centers, etc. And we need to give a shape, proper shape, on the shape, on the aspect like which we need into the baking pan. And from there it has to be heated in the oven, and then it should be given with the proper temperature and times it can be settled, so that gives the proper texture as well as fineness to this particular baking. And allow cooling at a rack. So then finally finished baked goods are ready for consumption purpose, and you can pack and you can sell. So this is how the baking method works with cookies as well as muffins, uh, basis of pizza, that is bread again, pastries, etc. Next slide, madam. So the flaking, this includes the dehulled grain can be soaked, then drained, then roasted, then flaking, then sieving can be done, followed by drying and cooling. So the method of preparing flakes from millets is not different from rice. So it is like similar method only. So where the roasting and flaking by flaking machines can be done. So where at IMR, all type of millet flakes are available like Proso, barnyard, pearl millet, finger millet, sorghum, little millet, foxtail millet, kodo millet, and barnyard brown top also. So like all these flakes are available. So which is a good supplements. Instead of going for oats and normal flakes related things, you can shift to the millet based things who are interested to maintain and achieve their particular balanced way of nutritional for the requirement. And other additional advanced millet technologies that are available in the millets includes the milk based items as well as palav based items, express foods, and even millets with non-vegetarian things are also available. Madam, next slide, madam. Yeah, you can shift, madam. You can go. Yeah, so express foods, this includes special based palavs as well as chicken biryanis with millets, fried based, freeze dried millet chicken biryani. Like millets can be used for the supplements of rice and other things also. Like where the acceptance is high, and these express foods have separate fan base with respect to certain category of age groups. So next slide, madam. Rice analog. Analog rice is one of the cold extruded products. So that is changing millets into the rice shape. So the major important thing that one has to touch up in millets is like millets are not palatable. They are not tasty. And when it comes to some kind of appearance, like we are habituated to the traditional rice as well as paddy and chawal. And in order to make our appearance similar to rice, then IMR is there. So IMR Nutrient Center of Excellence has developed this analog rice where the millet shape has been turned into the rice based structure, and this can be done with respect to millet rice pulao and millet based biryani with specific fortified kind of processed at low temperatures. So this certification has been done, and so this is the technology that IMR is looking up now. That is rice analog and millet-based recipes like millet roti, ragi sangati or ragi mudda, something related to that, and millet annam and millet porridge, and so all these things are also available in millets. Like millet-based recipes are also available where cooking with millets and other things are also there with respect to millet based on the recommendations of this ICAR-IIMR Nutria. Next slide, madam. So traditional recipes includes 500 plus recipes, either by breakfast. Next slide, madam. Breakfast, lunch, sweets, snacks, and millet masala idli, fruit salad, muruku, bundi, barnyard fried rice, vermicelli, millet adai, bhujai, millet khaja, millet methi rice, and millet halim and millet burfi. And this millet halim is the now available in the Ramzan season where it gives good nutritional backup to the people who are fasting this particular time. And next slide, international recipes are also there, like Asian cuisine, American cuisine, European cuisine, African cuisine, and Australian cuisine, like based on the appearance, based on the size, and based on the palatability, and based on the requirements. Like all these things, IMR have developed in the traditional way as well as in the international recipes with respect to G20 forums as well as South Asian country representations. Like IMR is doing all the things in the traditional way as well as in the extensive international way also. So millet products under research, as I said, millets are millet ready to eat products are available. Millet analog rice is available. Millet baking, like new interventions and new recommendations and diversified ways are coming. Still, like, trials are going on under this, and some kind of certification studies have been made by consuming millets, or by consuming millets, how this can compensate the nutritional profile and how it will enhance the body mechanism and established, like in this particular way we have conducted a study in collaboration with NIN, National Institute of Nutrition. So nutritional evaluation certification is done. So we have established nutritional superiority of sorghum food products over other millets, and organoleptic evaluation of 17 sorghum recipes have been done, and clinical trials, related to these particular ways have been done, and low low glycemic low glycemic index and sugar-based products and HACCP compliance is establishment, like strengthening the entire millet value chain. And these promotional strategies has been given to the midday meals, and the free distribution of jowar to certain specified schools, and then checking their taking their blood samples and collecting and knowing the nutritional profiles after consumption of millets for a period of 3 to 6 months. And again, another study shows that impact of sorghum supplementation on growth and micronutrient status of school-going children in southern India, where a total of 320 sample has been taken under the age group of 9 to 12 years, and our intervention period was 8 months, where 60% of the sorghum or jowar based foods have been given, and this has been supplemented with other 40% rice diet, and our control sample includes like 100% rice diet. So instead of going to the regular diet, we asked them to go for the inclusion of sorghum or jowar in their supplements, and the results stated that after the period of 8 months, our results stated that after consumption of this sorghum, it has given the children with high growth rate and increased their hemoglobin contents, and gives the serum based folic acid increased levels, and calcium and iron levels have been increased, and followed by retinol and binding protein are also increased. Like this has been put up in the study and have published in the form of article. So next slide, madam. And another study has been conducted where 10 non-diabetic healthy volunteers under the age group of 20 to 40 years we have taken, and we have made them to eat multigrain flour, coarse semolina, fine semolina, flakes, pasta, and other biscuits prepared from wheat and sorghum. So the reference includes like 55 grams of dextrose dissolved in 250 grams of water gave the results of the glycemic index of sorghum based foods such as coarse semolina, upma, and pohas and other pastas has reduced the sugar levels. So it has maintained the balanced control of the particular segment where the consumption of millets have been recommended, where the glycemic index as well as glycemic load by consuming these sorghum products have maintained the balanced way of our health. Next slide. And this includes like ready to eat, again some value-added products that are there for production and distribution and even for the exporting purpose also. So this includes ready to eat foods without changing the taste as well as health and convenience. Like this can be prepared, and regions are increasing working women disposal of family income and changing work environments and timings. So like this forms the basis for ready to eat food. Like in the market there is a huge demand for ready to eat foods because of the time period and working women and the family time, they are not giving much time on the for the cooking and all. So this is the thing where one can look into the ready to eat foods, and some models like manufacturing and marketing of novel products like cookies, muffins, puffs, extruded snacks, chocolates, bakery products, and retailing them on the e-commerce platforms like Amazon, Jeevamrut, Flipkart, and ONDC. And with respect to local stores, this kind of models can be developed. And some success sutras includes Milloniva, M for Millet. So like this M for Millet, the product of True Good, where per day in entire India, 1 lakh chickies have been selling this under the ICDS program as well as through Anganwadi programs, and in collaboration with state Telangana state government also bus department APSRTC. So when the Rajdhani Express and other expresses, this kind of millet based promotion foods are being served to the category of people, and health basket, hap up and Nutri Magic, like giving the awareness and giving exposure in the hospitals and giving the meals to the children, and inclusion of millets at the ICDS level and even through the fair play shops has been the trending way where we can promote and strengthen the value chain again. So another slide, next slide, madam. And ready to cook includes people are looking for healthy options in the traditional ways like pastas, vermicelli. Again, this in this way, our models is also there. 24 mantra, some success story, and health sutra, inner being, Gobharati. So these are available in the Amazon, Flipkart, and Big Basket again. And health basket e-commerce platforms are also available. SS Bhavani Foods and retailing like own retail outlets have been developed for these ready to cook items. And again, the beverages includes people need the nutritional and cool items with respect to summer and all. So this food habits and consciousness give the model soft drinks and millet herbal shots and ragi malts, energy drinks, and through retail chains and ice creams and etc. can be given, and retailing a range of brand products over the retail chain that includes the e-commerce platforms. So for this, some of the our examples are Health Sutra, Soulful, and Inner Being includes marketing their mixes into Amazon, where Soulful is a brand and Health Sutra is another brand of another startup, and Inner Being is also one thing promoting under this particular beverage segment. And their retailing also includes on their own websites available at hupup.in and even the healthbasket.in. And the infant foods are also available for the baby feeds, where people with the age group of 2 years old or up to 4 5 years, 6 months to 4 years old age group. So this particular segment, the baby foods are also developed. That includes soft drinks, shots, again energy drinks, hospital based serving of these particular things to the hospitals, and availability of this can be done by means of first bites in the itself, like they're catchy trending baby after the baby bird. So this is the first bite that they required. So this is the how the branding and promotion can be done. So in terms of infant foods with respect to millet promotion, Health Sutra, Inner Being, and Health Basket at Hapap is also available, and ready to recipes and meals are also available, like meals, snacks, and sweets are also available. And for these restaurants, caves and mobile cafeterias and other outlets have been come up. Hobilam Foods, Millet Chefs and SM Millet Foods are some examples. Even Millet Marvels is an outlet that is available in Gachibowli, even in the airport also, Hyderabad airport also. So like millets is promoted across the country with respect to various platforms, either through recipes or through ready to eat, ready to cook, and even in the beverages forms also. And functional foods are also available, where the success story of chapati based was replaced with this particular belt of multi based mix items, and this particular thing is served to the hospitals and local communities to give the rich food for the specific domain people with the enriched nutrients. And plant protein items again, good dot Udaipur, offering plant based mutton and vegan chicken with collaboration with the millets and all, like combining the millets. And Hapik of Bangalore is our another startup, and Chetran Foods from Chennai. So tofu and soya milk products are being served, uh, and followed by nutraceuticals, where Cure Vedara, Vadam, and Zomato based things are also giving the word of thing. So promotion of millets. And analog foods like analog rice in the southern culture, where rice is the major thing in the South India. So for this purpose, analog rice have been done up, and EVO Foods Mumbai analog based egg liquid have been done with the help of IMR. And soft spot foods from Mumbai, and good dot from Udaipur. So all these things are there with respect to analog foods, and followed by nano foods. So it is now the research work is going on. Still, some startups are directly collaborated. Still, it is in the construction stage. So once in a period, like in a very short span, so this will be coming up. And bran oil extraction is also there, like rice bran oil, like millet based oils are also there. So Fortune Mr. Gold is extracting oil from rice bran and other selling to the edible purposes. So likely in the millets are also it is there, like foxtail barn oil has been extracted, and that is there in the market. And coming to the value addition and their prices range. So if we see ragi and amaranth, one kind of bio-fortified products are there, and jowar contributes to 16%. So majority of the value-added products includes ragi, that is 26%, followed by jowar, followed by bajra and foxtail, and little millet 10%, and followed by rest of the other millets, where the millets and multi-millet is also growing in way. So multi-millet have been, the price of multi-millet is around like 453 rupees per kg in the market, with respect to various atas or any kind of pastas, anything. And ragi 176 rupees, jowar 133, and foxtail 170 again, and amaranth millet that includes again 260 rupees. And millet products availability in the market is like grains, flour, flakes, cookies, rubbers, soaps, poha, soup poha, idli rava, noodles, again instant dosha mix or batters, and malt, vermicellis are also available. And grains alone consuming 57%, and rest 43% is filled with these various valued secondary processing techniques or secondary valued commodities. So with the price ranges of 138 to 615 high with the soup and all, so per kg. And assumptions for additional millet market consumption due to health factors. So total diabetics in the world in 2020, like estimation is around 377 million people will be suffering with diabetics, out of which 560 million persons in the world are with the total anemic women. And recommended millet intake daily is like 0.001 metric ton per day, and intake months 3 months, once in a year, like at least 3 months we have to take or consume millets. Intake days 90 days, and total millets needed to feed target 5% diabetic patients by the year 2030 is like 169,694 million tons. And total millets needed to feed the anemics are 229,527 million tons. And so like still now we have seen various technologies and various kind of validated products availability and all. So from where we can get these particular technologies developed by IIMR? So the solution is like NutriHub. So IIMR based promoter incubation partner incubation cell, that is NutriHub is there. From NutriHub, you can get all these things. It's like NutriHub gives technology consultancy, business facilitation, mentoring and networking, infrastructure facility development, access to funding, and its awareness, and even the facilitation of markets to the consumer, to the producers, even for the startups also. And what NutriHub does is it promotes the millet-based startups and aspiring entrepreneurs, and it was established by with the help of Indian Institute of Millet Research, and it is there similar to the agri hub of PGTSA and all, and helping with the technologies of the farmers and working with DST and Archive of the IMR Hyderabad and Agri Business Incubator, where under Engrain program up to 25 lakh rupees funding will be given. Based on the funding support will be given to the business ideas in the millets with the uniqueness, and for early stage startups with 1 year MVP market value price in the market will be getting for at least 1 year. So the terms and conditions, training on technologies and business establishment will be given for a period of 60 days. And then technology funding support will be given after the scrutiny based on the evaluation by the panel members. 25 lakh rupees will be given under Engrain program, under NIST program. So if your idea is innovative and it is aspiring certain community people and further establishment, a kind of 5 lakh rupees grant will be given. So expansion of its regional centers has also been done. So incubation facility can be done. Total currently 234 direct incubations have been done, and indirectly 400 plus startups have been nurtured from the IMR or NutriHub, and grant in aid scheme under Archive Rafter. So through Engrain it is 48, and through NEST it is 60, and financial facilitation of up to 10.42 crores 10.42 crores rupees have been disbursed to the various startups and sectors people. And in this connection, cohorts have been sanctioned. Seventh cohort has also finished, and trainings to millet startups are also done. And this impacts or matrices gives like 400 plus ventures have been done with the direct facilitation of NutriHub and IMR. 175 ventures pre-incubated, 175 pre-incubated, and 53 women entrepreneurs were supported, and 70 value-added products have been developed and commercialized across 20.5 lakh consumers. It has reached 20.5 lakh consumers, and 200 plus technology transfers have been made, out of which 4,456 lakh rupees combined investment in the landscape has been done, and 7,685 lakh rupees combined turnover has been made, and 260 plus new product launches have been developed in the various platforms and forums by the startups, and 10,000 plus 10 lakh plus farmers have been directly connected to the startups and ignition centers. Our strengths, like from the IMR and NutriHub, this key strengths includes like collaborations with state millet machines, and initiation with the governments, and linking up with the startups, and promotion of millets through various funding agencies and all, through DST, through Government of India, even in the international forums like FAOs and G20 summits also, like in a holistic way, combining all state millet missions, central government organizations, industry people, private entrepreneurs, startups, and budding entrepreneurs, farmers, farmer producer organizations are like FPOs and all, even SAG women, and all these aspects. The strength of IMR is moving, and in this way they are connecting the people, and upscaling the technologies are also being done. So these upscaling technologies include hot extrusion, NutriBar, baking line, primary processing, floor and semolina. That includes linking farmers to the startups by means of strengthening the backward linkage as well as forward linkages, by building the business to business as well as business to customers linkages, and business to business linkages also, and upscaling and commercialization has been made through this. And the IMR has been sanctioned with Global Center of Excellence, where the key partner, the key function in this particular segment will be knowledge exchanging. Knowledge exchange can be done across South-South cooperation, and sharing of best practices in production, consumption, and value addition aspects can be given at this global center of excellence of millets, and replication of successful value chain experiences across the globe. From one country to other country, this will be replicated, and branding of startups for competitive markets across the globe. So instead of going for the kind of monopoly competition, and that will be given to the competitive markets, and skill development and capacity and enable center can be given, and promotion of industrial utilization of millets such as biofuel, potable alcohol, and this kind of studies have been going on, and again this kind of services can be done, and regional millet technology incubation services and outreach hubs will be given under this global center of excellence. And India proposed the millets and other ancient grains international research initiative, that is Maharshi proposal in G20 meetings of agriculture chief scientists by IMR, and Maharshi aims to advance all the above mentioned global center of excellence research collaborations, and to promote and create awareness of the millets as a ancient grains in terms of it will be the pioneer, and it will be marking its steps to the other nations in terms of valuation in millets, technical expertise in millets, cutting edge technologies for production and processing of millets. Even this includes package of practices in millets, millets for bioenergy, and millets for special trades. So in these all aspects like holistic touch-up, IMR with its Maharshi project and Global Center of Excellence, it will be helpful to the all. It is helping. It will be useful, and it will be helping all the stakeholders in the millet value chain. And the final thing that I want to share, how the roadmap of millets can be done with 7 success sutras. So IMR has given these 7 sutras where creation of additional demand for millets. So mainstreaming of millets in public distribution system across various states. Already Odisha Millet Mission, Karnataka, and Andhra Pradesh have been implemented, like Pali Millet, Rajasthan, Haryana, and Gujarat. And sorghum, with respect to sorghum alone, Maharashtra, Karnataka, and Telangana is promoting. And when it comes to finger millet, it is Karnataka and Uttarakhand again. And for miler millets, Odisha, Madhya Pradesh, and Chhattisgarh is doing and promoting this particular millets and increasing their demand, and incentivization of millets across the farming segment through FPOs and all, strengthening the seed chain when the seed is the major challenge, and so for giving or for making the quality availability of seed, like IMR is IMR seed unit is also distributing this free seed, and develop biofortified millets, so that without changing the form and without changing the nutritional profile, this can be made in the balanced way. Alternate use of millets as a feed for poultry and livestock as industrial material. So single forage and multi forage cuts have been done with respect to sorghum, bajra, and foxtail also. And new generation health foods for millet, either for ready to cook or ready to eat or ready to serve kind of things is also there. Doubling investment in research and development, that includes the improving the production, processing, and marketing aspects of millets in the holistic way. So this is the roadmap for millets as framed by the ICAR-IIMR through its Maharshi as well as Global Center of Excellence projects. So this is what I want to convey with respect to this particular session. And now I think I am done, and thank you. So if any questions are there, most welcome, madam.
Thank you so much, Rafi.